Welcome to this video. We will pick up where we left off last time. We covered .align directive. In this video, we will cover the skip and fill. So let's examine the code that we were working on here. Let me download a simple and download this code, and I'll show you the content of memory before we use the skip and fill, and then we'll compare it to the content after we actually use this directive. Okay, so let's examine the memory here, and we see where do we stop? So this was our capital A, followed by our 1, 2, 3, 4 array of words, followed by ABC and then ABC. And if you notice here, the memory actually contains random data, and sometimes you like either to clear this content, you can initialize it to some value, um, or initialize it to 0, or you can initialize it to a pattern that you like. So let's try and do that. One way to do it is to use again, the skip directive. So I can go here, just basically write skip. And the first parameter is the number of bytes that you'd like to skip. Let's do 10 bytes. And then the second parameter is the value that you would like to fill this with. If you don't write anything, or if you write a 0, this will initialize the memory content, the next 20 bytes, with 0 value in each byte for the next 20 bytes. So this is not going to write 0 using 20 bytes. Rather, it's going to save the value of 0 using 1 byte, and it's going to repeat that 20 times. So let's go to memory, examine what we have here. This was our code. This is our ABC followed by ABC, and then after that we see here that the memory has been initialized to a set of zeros. So let's try and change that into something else. Let's do 0, 1, or just 1. So this will fill up the memory with a value of 1. So let's go to memory. If I scroll down, you will see that there's 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, etc. So there's 10 bytes, and each byte is holding the value of 1. And that's pretty much it. So if you want to have a pattern, you can actually, again, you can change this to whatever 1 byte value that you like. You can even use hex values. Say AF, for example, and then you should see AF repeating for every byte for the next 10 bytes. Memory, and you see here AF, 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 so on and so forth. And you can make this as long as you like. You can put 20 bytes, 40 bytes, etc. So this actually brings me to a question for you. Hopefully you know how to answer it. What's the difference between, so let me make this as a comment. What's the difference between having a dot word, for instance, and the value 5 versus having skip or dot skip 4 and the value 5? What's the difference here? I'll give you a minute, a second. You can pause the video if you like to think about it, and then I'll give you the answer. So if I use a dot word to provide a value in my memory, I'm using 4 bytes. A word is 4 bytes, so I'm using all 4 bytes to save that value. So if I put here dot word, let's say, let's pick a value, 30, just put 3, or why not? And if I put dot skip 4, 3, the difference is in the first instance, the word is going to be, so you're going to occupy 4 bytes to store the value 3. So you're going to see 1, 3 in memory that is occupying 4 bytes. In the second example, or the second line, you're going to store the value 3 4 times using 1 byte of space each time. So if I look at my memory, I inspect. So this is my first 3. That's 3. That's a dot word 3. So it's a value of 3 occupying 4 bytes. and the one after is dot skip 3 or 4 3, which means I have 4 threes stored occupying 1 byte each. So I have 4 of them. Now here is another question for you. Can I use skip to basically fill up some space until I get to a word aligned address? And the answer is, you can pause the video if you like to think about it. The answer is yes, I can, but I will have to know at what address I have left the last variable and what is the next address. So if you remember in our previous video, we talked about align 3 and we talked about different align values. So if I want these values to be stored at a word aligned address, I can remove this and make it a 2. So here I know that this first variable will be starting at an address that is a multiple of 4. So it's 2, 3, and 4. But then if you notice here, I am storing bytes, or I'm storing characters. Each character occupies a byte. So at the end of this declaration, I don't have a word aligned address anymore. So this ABC is going to be at some odd address. Actually, I'll show you quickly. So if I look at the memory here, you will see that ABC is this is our 1, 2, 3, 4 values. These are this array right here, followed by ABC, followed by another ABC. So this is my ABC, followed by A, B, C. But look how the A of the second one is starting at an odd address. Actually, that's not a multiple of 4. So I need to fix that. So one way to do this is I can simply, if I want this array to start at a word aligned address, I can simply insert another dot align 2 here, and that will solve the problem. I don't have to think about counting the addresses or whatnot. So if you examine the memory now, you will see that the first ABC is at this address, which is a multiple of 4, and then the last byte is actually skipped. There is nothing in it, that's the null character. And then the second ABC is starting at this address right here. Now, I could technically, instead of using a line number 2 or line 2, I could insert a skip here. So if I put dot skip and how much is the value that I need to use here is just 1. I just need to skip 1 byte. And I can put 0, and that should do the trick. Why would this work? Well, because my word array, this one right here, is occupying 4 words. So it's going to end on a word aligned address. After that, I'm declaring 3 characters, which mean they are going to occupy 3 bytes. And I need 1 more byte to make a word, right? So if A is occupying a byte, B is occupying a byte, and C is occupying a byte, I will need 1 more byte to make a word. Therefore, the following uh, uh, variable or declaration will start also at a multiple of 4, or a multiple of, or will start at a word aligned address. Same thing. So I needed 1 byte, so I can use the skip and fill that byte with 0. If you check memory, it should give you the same thing right here. So what is the advantage and disadvantage about using align versus skip? As you saw here with the skip, I had to know, for example, like here, I had to know that this declaration is occupying 3 bytes, and I need only 1 more to be on the word aligned address. But if I change my mind later down the road and I want something for a multiple of a double word aligned address, then I have to do some math and figure out how many bytes I have to skip here, right? So it's basically hard coding these numbers. Like this number that comes after skip is gonna need to be hard coded based on what is the address that ends with the previous declaration to get the new address that starts for the next declaration. So instead of putting myself through this headache, I could simply just put a line 2. And if I do that, I don't really care what comes, I don't really know. care what is actually being declared here. I could have declared another character array. I could have put an ASCII, and I could have put, whatever I want, right? I am guaranteed that this ABC will start at a word aligned address. If I didn't use the align, I wanted to use the skip, then I would have to sit down and figure out, okay, well, hello there, exclamation point is going to take this many bytes, and I need these many bytes to get to the next word aligned address, and I have to go back and actually type it. So let's check this. So again, this is my ABC followed by the hello there, exclamation point, and then you notice that there's a byte here that's been skipped because that's not a multiple, this address is not a multiple of 4, and then the following ABC is stored or starting at this address, which is 7C. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you also understood the differences between align and skip, and learned a little bit more about how memory is filled using the skip directive. I'll see you in the next video.